spotlights shine them bright. Gonna have a brand new show tonight with glitz and glam on the marquee. Perhaps a Tony nominee. Stars beam brightly, see them glow. Sell out nightly, SRO. It's time to applaud the Broadway beat. Stars beam brightly, see them glow in the footlights of a show. Life is sweet on the world's most famous street.
Tickets, please.
Take a seat
Cue the band.
and tap your feet to the rhythm of the Broadway beat. The Broadway beat. Broadway beat.
Hello, I'm Richard Ridge, and welcome to Broadway Beat, our behind-the-scenes look at the very best of what the New York theater has to offer. After a 6-month run last season off-Broadway, Lin-Manuel Miranda's award-winning musical In the Heights has just opened on Broadway at the Richard Rodgers Theatre. We caught up with Lin-Manuel and his cast, which features Mandy Gonzalez and Priscilla Lopez, and the creative team at their recent opening night celebration. Lin-Manuel Miranda's musical In the Heights is about a vibrant and tight-knit community at the top of the island of Manhattan. The music pulses with hopes and dreams of 3 generations as they struggle to forge an identity in a neighborhood on the brink of transition.
What was it that touched you originally from that demo?
You know, there was something that I think that I was searching for, which is about belonging to something larger than myself, and that idea of community. I'd come from playing sports my whole life. I was not a theater kid. So when I stopped playing sports, I understood the mentality of being on a team. And when I got to college, I didn't understand not having that. And theater is basically like a big team, and directing and coaching are very similar. So I felt more comfortable having a role in a group of 20 as opposed to being just by myself spinning around in college. So that's what kind of brought me into theater, and that's what I responded to immediately when I first heard that demo.
Yeah, it's really unbelievable. I mean, even tonight, I was so distracted in the show tonight because the show brought up so many memories of the journey for me. I moved here 18 years ago, and all along the way, there's just been invaluable lessons in working with truly inspiring people, and all that information and all that experience brought me to tonight and helped me to, with these guys, create the show. So it's just been really a dream.
You have such a wonderful vocabulary because I watched the dances again on Friday, and so many of them are character-driven, yet the street stuff you do, I mean, where did you find it?
You know what it is? I'm a character-driven choreographer first and foremost, and then each show calls for different vocabulary. With this show, I had to sort of create and learn about a lot of different street-based styles, and I had a lot of people helping me and working with me in the studio, and we found it together. And it's at its core, it's a very low-to-the-ground athletic choreography, because what I do is 1940s, 1950s primarily, and it's not too different from that, actually.
I started writing it in college, my sophomore year, and then, I finished college. And then from 2002 to now, it's been a series of readings and workshops and going to the O'Neill and being in the basement of the drama bookshop and sort of never knowing what's next, but always just trying to make the show better. And that's really Thomas Kail's great strength as a director. No matter what was happening, he would say, well, bring in something next Friday. Bring in something next Friday. And so we were always working on the show. I've been working on this show my entire young adult life. And so tonight, I feel a real sense of accomplishment.
Talk about what hits the audience's heart, because you have such a diversified group that comes to this show. I mean, I looked at the audience Friday night. You had the hippest audience. You had an older audience, a younger audience.
Yeah.
Talk about that and what touches them, do you think?
Well, I got to watch the show last week. We swung in my understudy, Javi, so I could take notes. And I had a lady behind me who said, I'm Jewish. We came here after World War II, and that's it. you got it. And, you know, there's no Jewish people on that stage, but the immigrant experience is one of, you know, I think the universal things that happen are, you know, we do the jobs that no one else is willing to do. And our parents sacrifice and they do stuff they don't want to do so that we can do better than they did. And I will do the jobs that no one else wants to do so that my kids can do better than I did. And I think everyone responds to that. I think that strikes a really universal chord. Me and my cousin running, just another dime a dozen, mom and pop stopping, shopping. Oh my God, it's gotten too darn hot. Like my man Cole Porter said, people come through for a few cold waters and a lottery ticket just a part of the routine. Everybody's got a job, everybody's got a dream. They gossip as I sip my coffee, you smirk. The first stop is people hop to work. Bust it, I'm like $1, $2, $1.50, $1.69. I got it. You want a box of condoms? What kind? That's 2 quarters, 2-quarter waters. The New York Times, you need a bag for that. The taxes got it. Once you get some practice at it, you do rapid mathematics automatically. Selling maxi pads, fuzzy dice for taxi cabs. Practically everybody's stressed, yes, but they press through the mess, bounce checks, and wonder what's next in the heights.
No, it's so exciting to be in that place of a new musical, and especially this one being the first successful Latino musical, you know, that is just hitting all the right chords because it has a lot of heart and based on such reality. And it's very exciting because the energy that comes to us when we're on stage from the audience, there's no denying it. They're getting it and they're understanding it and they're enjoying it.
And talk about this great family. Everybody loves each other up there, don't they?
They really do. You know, I mean, it sounds corny, blah, blah, but it's true. It's just a fact. And I think the audience feels that from us on stage. I mean, it's a company of incredible support for each other and respect for each other. And we have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun.
You have one dressing room off Broadway. All the ladies shared one dressing room off Broadway. Weren't you all together?
Yes, we were. I kind of miss it a little bit because sometimes I don't get to see everybody as much as I would. But then at times I just love having my space and my quiet. And so, you know, but yes, it's a little different now. But
welcome home. It's great to have you back. It's great to have you on Broadway again.
I know
it's such a wonderful show.
It is, and I'm blessed.
I love playing Benny because he is a young man who's trying to find his way and making mistakes and daring to love and daring to envy or want to pattern himself after Kevin and having some scars and some scratches and bruises and still getting right back up and trying again. You know.
You were so wonderful to watch up there. Congratulations. Welcome to Broadway and enjoy your journey, man. You deserve it.
Oh my God, Abuela Claudia is she's just like an epic mother. She's a very giving, it's that woman that's always there for you. And in the Latino culture, you know, we really honor our elderly. We don't like throw them away in a nursing home. We really take care of them. And it's a privilege to play this wonderful lady, Abuela Claudia. It's a challenge every night to become this elderly lady. You know, it's not in my nature because I'm very, my energy is very up and I'm very energetic. And so this woman is, you know, it's got a whole different rhythm that I have to get into every night.
Learning the ropes in America. En español I remember dancing with Mayo La Guardia. All of society welcoming mommy and me. If I bring bad boys, they can't tolerate the noise. And that's okay, cause I never let them stay. And one day, I'm hopping in an elevated train and I'm riding away. Yeah.
I play Vanessa, the girl who wants to go on to bigger things. I think pretty much everyone's got that girl in her, you know. And I fell in love with Usnavi. And that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to ruin it.
Why do you think? Talk about this wonderful score that Lin-Manuel's given you.
Well, I'll say this. The first time that I heard the score, I was on the subway, and I kept looking around thinking, oh, my God, no one knows. No one knows what I'm listening to. And if they only knew, they'd want a copy of it. It's infectious. I hear it all the time. It's beautiful, and it's current, and it touches you. It just gets you. Yeah, I guess that's, yeah.
I play Kevin Rosario, the dad of the family. I own the dispatch service, and you know, he's like a lot of fathers, just trying to do the best for his family. And you know, he goes through some tough times with the people in the barrio, but at the end, he kind of gets what he wants. And I think it's a metaphor for a lot of parents that are in Latin situations that are trying to better themselves.
Best part of the experience for you has been what so far?
Best part of the experience has been really meeting this family of incredible artists, young Latin, Lin-Manuel. The creative power that is on that stage every night is mind-blowing. I did theater like 12 years ago. I went back to LA. I've been doing LA. I've been doing films and television. I'm back with the show, and I'm just like blown away with the talent that is here, and just thrilled to be back on stage.
Well, I've never created a role on Broadway. This is a first for me, and I am ecstatic. It's been so much fun, really. I've tried just really hard to bring an authenticity to this character, and a lot of times it made people laugh, and I hope that that's because they recognize somebody familiar to them in it.
Is that why you think audiences fall in love with you? Because they do immediately. As soon as you walk out and you start, you've got them in the palm of your hand. Why do you? Yeah.
I think everybody has a little somebody in their life like that. Somebody who's a gossip. Somebody who shoots straight from the hip. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful that they do. I can honestly, maybe it's because I love her so much. I'm loving doing this show.
That's what I love. I love doing new works, and you always hope that it'll go, and that this will be the one that'll make a difference, and this one does make a difference. I've always wanted to be a part of something when I started in this business that means something, not just to me, but to people in the audience, and this is that for me. So it's a dream come true, really.
Talk about this great role that Lynn's given you.
Nina is in an amazing role. She's amazing. She has such a great arc and story, and you know, I think there's a little bit of Nina Rosario in all of us that tries to hold on to her roots while trying to progress to the future. So I think...
Talk about the wonderful audience, youngsters, old people, middle. I mean, it touches everybody.
Everybody's touched by this show and loves it. So it touches everybody. My 4-year-old nephew came the other day and was like, I loved it. Like, he remembered everything about it, and it touches everybody. And to be part of something like that is just, it's a dream.
This was your home.